The desert sun beat down on Sergeant James Hawk Wilson's squad. They were hardened soldiers, veterans of the European theater. But this, the Sahara Desert, was a different beast entirely. Their mission: capture a vital oasis, a strategic supply point for the Germans. Hawk studied the map, the lines blurred by sweat and sand. Intel was sparse, the enemy's strength unknown. Yet the importance of the mission was clear. This oasis could turn the tide. He looked at his men, their faces grim under the desert camouflage.
All right, boys, we move at dusk. Stay sharp, stay together. This desert can swallow a man whole if you let it.
His words hung heavy in the air, a stark reminder of the task at hand. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of blood, orange and purple, they moved. A silent procession of shadows disappearing into the dunes. Each man carried the weight of the mission and the knowledge that survival in this unforgiving land depended on each other. The desert was a deceptive enemy. Days were a furnace, baking the men inside their own skins. Water was more precious than gold, every drop rationed carefully. Nights brought a bone-chilling cold that seeped into their bones. They encountered their first obstacle sooner than expected, a blinding sandstorm. The wind howled like a banshee, whipping sand into a blinding, choking fury. Visibility dropped to mere feet. Hawk fought to maintain order, his commands swallowed by the wind.
Stay close, don't lose contact.
The storm raged for hours, a relentless assault on their senses and their resolve. When it finally subsided, leaving an eerie silence in its wake, they took stock. 2 men were missing. Hawk felt a knot of worry tighten in his gut. The desert was unforgiving, swallowing men whole without a trace. They pushed on, the mission their guiding light, the memory of their lost comrades a heavy burden. They stumbled upon a nomadic tribe in the heart of the desolate landscape. These were the Tuareg, fierce warriors who knew the desert like the back of their hands. Their leader, a tall, imposing figure with eyes as sharp as a hawk's, was Amari. Initial mistrust hung heavy in the air. The language barrier was immense, but the language of war, suspicion, caution, the need for survival was universal. Hawk, using a combination of hand signals and the few Arabic phrases he knew, managed to convey their mission. Amari listened intently, his gaze unwavering. Finally he spoke, his voice deep and resonant, the words translated by a young Tuareg boy who knew a smattering of English.
The Germans are a disease on our land. We will help you, but know this, the desert demands respect. Show it none, and it will show you no mercy.
The alliance was forged in the sands, a tenuous yet necessary partnership in the face of a common enemy. Amari and his men proved invaluable. They were masters of the desert, able to navigate by the stars and find water in seemingly barren stretches of sand. They taught Hawk's men to read the subtle signs of the desert, to find shelter from the scorching sun, and to move silently across the dunes.
The desert teaches you to listen, to be patient, to rely on your instincts. It teaches you that survival depends on cooperation, not just strength.
Hawk found himself drawn to Amari. Despite their differences in language and culture, they shared a mutual respect, a deep understanding of the harsh realities of war. Amari spoke of the desert as a living entity, a powerful force that could be both a cruel mistress and a fierce protector. His words resonated with Hawk, reminding him of the delicate balance between man and nature, friend and foe. The Germans were taken by surprise. The combined force of American soldiers and Tuareg warriors, a seemingly unlikely alliance, struck with the fury of a desert storm. The Americans provided the firepower, the Tuareg the element of surprise, their knowledge of the terrain proving to be their deadliest weapon. The battles were fierce, a brutal dance of bullets and blades under the unforgiving sun. The air crackled with gunfire, the sand stained crimson with the blood of fallen comrades. Hawk and his men fought with the desperation of cornered animals, their training kicking in, their bonds of brotherhood tested under fire. The Tuareg, masters of stealth and speed, were like phantoms in the desert. They harassed the enemy, disappearing as quickly as they appeared, their curved swords flashing silver in the sunlight. Amari, a whirlwind of fury, fought with the strength of a dozen men, his every strike precise and deadly.